Welcome back to Time Served, the channel that's going to so you don't have to. And another day, another thief that feels justified to steal just because he doesn't have the money for it. Sorry, dude, life doesn't work that way. And Boyd, oh Boyd, is Judge going to let you know why. Check out the latest from the channel here. Hit that like and subscribe. Set your notifications on all. Let's roll, nerds.
Court is calling 2024 CR 0077009W. All right. Do you mind if I call you Michael?
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Chasing deer ahead.
Defense.
Alma Benavides.
And sir, how do you pronounce your last name?
Gauna?
Guyana.
No, Gauna, like
Gaona.
no, like nightgown, right? You
Okay.
just put a at the end. Gown.
All right. Do you mind if I call you Michael?
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. I'll call you Mr. Michael. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. Have you received all the discovery in this case, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. But I tell you what, before you leave here today, I'm going to know how to pronounce your last name. I just need to work on it a little bit more. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. Sir, did you review the document entitled Waiver of Indictment, Reading of Information and Rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you have a right to have this case heard by a grand jury? The grand jury will hear evidence, then make a decision on whether or not there's enough evidence to hold you over for trial. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that your attorney has certain rights? They have 2 days, the passage of 2 days from the presentation of the information and 10 days to prepare for trial. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because you're entering this plea bargain agreement, you're giving up those rights. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you want to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived indictment, reading of information, and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review the documents entitled Information with your attorney? And
Yes.
did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you waiving the reading of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes.
All right. Mr.
Gauna.
Gauna,
Yeah. Yes.
did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, less than $2,500, but 2 or more previous convictions as a state jail felony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Write it in.
It looks like they, six,
Do you need a pen?
they wrote it here,
Mm-hmm.
6 months, it's 2 years, but some of it says it's a sex department correction, you know, it's a state jail.
Yes,
Uh,
I can change it.
okay,
Defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the paperwork is slightly off. Do you have any objections to me writing in the paperwork clearly that this is a state jail felony?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
gotcha.
All right, so that's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is, yes. All right, this is a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 6 months to 2 years in the state jail facility. You understand?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, court doesn't have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, The fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe that he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gauna, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are
Yes,
you a
Your Honor.
U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 69 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments. Just one moment. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we're asking the court to follow the plea bargain.
All right, Mr. Gauna, why do you continue to steal?
I don't really have an excuse for it. I had left home and I didn't have any money. I had been wearing the same clothes for several days.
All right, so let me explain something to you, and I don't know why people don't understand this. You know, this is not Les Miserables. The fact that you don't have money for things doesn't translate to let me go steal. Because when you steal, guess what? You're hurting yourself, of course, because look at you now. Not only are you hurting yourself, but prices go up. And the people who don't steal have to pay that extra price for the people who do steal.
But that's just bullshit.
When all you have to do, there are so many free places. There's the Salvation Army. There's Goodwill. Like if you really wanted some pants, I've been to Goodwill before. I've been to all the thrift stores. You can go to Goodwill and you can get a pair of jeans, and they're good jeans, for $6. Now, if you're looking to get Gucci or some type of name brand jean, you may luck out. It may be at the Goodwill, maybe not, but you're going to have a pair of jeans. I guarantee you the Levi's that you had, they have some Levi's at Goodwill. They have suits at Goodwill. They have socks. And some days they have specials where you can get an entire set. And you know how much that entire set costs you? $20. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to ask yourself if your pride is so high that you'd rather steal and end up wearing orange where you're wearing somebody else's clothing, that you can't even find it in yourself to go to Goodwill. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, court is finding you guilty, will sentence you to 69 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Wal Mart at 1603 Vance Jackson, number 5145, San Antonio, Texas, 78213. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. You have to make better decisions. It's not like, I know how children now are in school, some of them, oh, I have to have the brand name because people are going to tease me, which parents need to talk to their children about that and stop doing it. Clothing should be just like a vehicle. It has a purpose, a vehicle to get you from point A to point B. It doesn't matter if it's Marbach, it's a Jaguar, you're just trying to get you something that would get you there. Clothing, you're just trying to wear some clothing. And guess what? If you buy something from Goodwill, once you're out and about, people are not going to say, oh my gosh, those clothes are from Goodwill. Goodwill doesn't put a tag on clothing and say Goodwill clothing, but still there's no shame. They're good sales at Goodwill. When I was a defense attorney and I had to buy my clients clothing, I used to go to Wal Mart. I used to go to JCPenney, and then the judge was like, Stephanie, we can't be having that. That's expensive. So I went to Goodwill, and you could buy a whole outfit. And sometimes when you go there, you would see outfits they put together beautifully, nice suits, everything. So that's where you go.
My dad was telling me the same thing.
Yeah, stealing. You're going to end up, look up, all your life is going to be spent behind bars in somebody else's clothes. You understand?
I do.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.